Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has slashed his travel budget and that of other senior government officials as part of his government's cost-cutting measures. His office says that the president is directed that the number of aides accompanying him on foreign trips should not exceed 20. The cuts in public spending come at a time when Nigeria is facing a severe revenue shortage that has been made worse by a drop in its oil earnings as a result of increasing crude oil theft. CGTN's Deji Badimosi has more from Lagos.
The government's huge spending on non-essentials, including travel, has been a huge talking point in Nigeria for a long time. Many Nigerians had been pushing President Bola Tinubu to show leadership by cutting the cost of running government at the federal level. Now, the president has responded by significantly cutting down his travel budget and that of other senior officials.
The numbers that the president has now approved for official travel with him that will apply to his principal staff are as follows. On international trips, the president has directed that no more than 20 individuals be allowed to travel with him. That number will be cut down to 5 in the case of the First Lady. Additionally, the number in the entourage on official international trips for the Vice President will be cut to 5. The number that will be placed as a limit on the wife of the Vice President is also 5. In terms of local trips, the President has approved a new limit of 25 members of staff to accompany him on domestic trips within the country. The office of the First Lady is now limited to 10 staff members to accompany her on official trips within the country. The Vice President will be limited to 15 members of staff on official trips within the country, while his wife will be limited to 10 members of staff on official trips within the country.
Limits were also placed on ministers and heads of government departments and agencies, who are now only allowed to travel with 4 and 2 members of their staff respectively.
The notion that government officials will be allowed to conduct their affairs in a way that is different from what we are asking of Nigerian citizens with respect to prudence and cost management, those days are over. The president is insistent that the prudence of government officials must reflect the prudence and efficiency of the Nigerian citizen.
President Bola Tinubu was criticized for the size of his government delegation to the last UN climate conference in Dubai late last year. Many see his latest move as a response to that outcry.
It came a bit later than expected, but better late than never. We're happy that these are very important first steps to take to signal that, we're willing to, save where, inefficiencies, where waste, has happened or has occurred in the past. And we're willing to redirect those funds to, other critical areas that are supposed to improve the lives and livelihoods of Nigerians.
On the streets, people are applauding the decision.
Fantastic, good. That is one of the things that I expect he should be doing. In actual fact, by now, I expect him to declare a state of, emergency on the economy.
If he can go as far as making sure that it's implemented and making sure that the amount that is cut, the reduction in whatever budget it is, has effects in the revenue of the country eventually, then I think it's a welcome idea, and one way or the other it's going to, make the economy a little bit better.
The total allocation for international travels to the president and his vice in the 2024 budget is about $16 million. So a 60% slash means a saving of over $9 million. The presidency has said it's going to ensure strict compliance with the directive.
We're expecting that, with the enacted budget, that the budget office would, in line with this directive, right, in actual figures, values, cut down what those what the cost for international travels should be, and now benchmark what the actuals would be against what the new budgets in line with this directive should be. So that monitoring and evaluation would come from the budget office.
There are calls for the national legislature and the country's 36 state governments to apply the same measure. None of them has said anything just yet, but the president has made it clear that more cost-cutting measures will still happen in the future. DG Bademasi, CGTN, Lagos, Nigeria.